start singing Rocky Top. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Vols will put it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So South Carolina's offense will take the first swing of the game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Gardner. With the catch, it's Leon. Puts him in the spin cycle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
They punt it away on fourth down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got
some space. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The ball's in the hurry-up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. He's putting this defense on alert early.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Looking to throw, it's Lanier. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Gonna look downfield again. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that right after the catch.
Touchdown, Tennessee! First score of the game goes up. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bryant. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Gardner. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Escapes the sack. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 20, he's got space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas Tech endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Lubbock. And the Red Raiders came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to pass. It's Lanier. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This time it's complete. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
No chance to run, but still a good game. Offense, quick tempo.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Gossett. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To throw, it's Lanier. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
South Carolina.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. He breaks the tackle. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Back to pass, it's Gardner. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, and they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Off and running. Touchdown ball! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But
turning it on! He's in open space downfield. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Looking for a man. It's Lanier. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. the Vols will hustle to the line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He's got it. Oh, what a move. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just keep slinging it. It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Pulls it in. It's Butler. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Back to throw, it's Lanier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Got enough for the 1st. At midfield, he's got room. Sprinting away. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
South Carolina.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Lanier. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Steamrolls his way ahead. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Looking for a man. It's Lanier. Here's a heat. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Gossett. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Might be changing the route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Trying to slam in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. The sneak scores it.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for space, it's Leon. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw, it's Gardner. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion.
He's got it on the outside. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
So here is the Tennessee offense, trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And the incomplete pass, they roll. Nice snake eyes.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, the points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Gardner. He caught it! Touchdown Gamecocks! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! From the gun. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll leave it with him. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught over the middle. It's Gossett. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Scanning the field, it's Lanier. And he was hit just as he released. Falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Snagged out of the air.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on third down.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for the loss.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Lanier. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. You're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Butler. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Volunteers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
South Carolina, 32.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They get to him as he throws. He's got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. Last completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get him to crawl, and you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
He's got it on the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here is the Tennessee offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Dropping back, it's Lanier. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Lanier. Under fire. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Oh, what a cut! And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Lanier. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Vols moving quickly to the line. Gonna swing it on second down. Finds his man down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Once that ball was loose, offense didn't. Yeah, it's defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
1st and 10.
Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run.
Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking downfield, it's Lanier. The sweet feet buy a little time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Using his legs, it's Leon. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. At the 35, he's loose. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
The Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Takes a shot as he lets it go. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air, it's Gardner. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and... They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored.